Hello and welcome to another On Deck Baseball gameplay video. Today we're going to be diving back into the fictional universe, the original version of On Deck Baseball, and we are going to be getting back into the CBA, my league using the On Deck Baseball fictional universe. And today we have a battle of third place teams as Maui Makos visit the Boston Bulls. The Boston Bulls are in third place in the Eastern Division. They have a record of 21 and 22. As Maui is in the third place of the Western Division with a record of 19 and 24. These are my books, I have nicely set up here. We're going to switch over to the starting lineups and the starting pitchers for these teams. So on the mound for Maui today, we have Jerome Sayers. He's a 5 stamina, so he can go pretty deep into the game with that 3 endurance. However, he is a little weak against right-handed batters. He is strong against the left-handed bat, though. Not a bad pitcher, pretty decent card on the back. For Boston, we have Gomez Lamaria. He is a 4 stamina, so he won't be able to go as deep as Sayers, depending on how this game goes. And a decent card, not as in control with the walk situation, but we'll see how they go. In the lineup for Maui, we have Ish Braddock. He'll be playing left. Anthony Sanderson, let's take a look at this guy. This guy is in the League Expansion 2 set. Sanderson with well over a 400 on-base percentage. On the back of his matrix, plays center field, probably the best overall offensive player in the game. Simon Barkley will be the DH today. Damian Shipley, first base. Mitchell Lawson will be in right field. Trevor Prince will be second base. Ernest Reddington, brought up from their minor league system because their catchers weren't doing so well, will be behind the plate. Jeff Slattery at third base. And Adrian Frazier will be getting to start at short. For those of you familiar with the Makos, you'll notice that Ryan Jackson is not in the lineup. He is their speedy leadoff man. However, he was on the IL for 10 games, and he's not going to be fully recovered until another additional 25. He's got 19 left on that. He took a hit on his lefty-righty batting of a -2 each, so it's not worth having him in the lineup. For the Bulls, as I mentioned, Lamaria starting. We're going to have Paul Moody leading off in center field. Leroy Ramey in left field. A couple of the big bats coming up here. Dave Bryant in right field. Pancho Carmona at first base. Octavio Valencia behind the plate. Jamie Arispe, he's going to be doing DH today. Carl Phelps over at third. DeMarcus Gallimore was brought up by their farm system. He's getting to start at second base today. He's been doing pretty good. And Chris Lane will be in his secondary position over at shortstop getting to start. So he will have, if anything comes up on his defense, he will be going off his secondary position there. So we're going to go ahead and switch up these pitchers and we can get started with the game with the first pitch here. As Lamaria will take to the mound, and we head to the top of the first with the Makos coming up to the plate. Lamaria will be facing off against Braddock to lead off the game. Braddock is a .244 hitter, so not your typical leadoff man. He doesn't have an on-base percentage of .326, 2 home runs, 4 stolen bases. He is a left-handed batter. And he is going up against a right-handed pitcher, so it is going to be a +1 on the roll. It's going to be a batter's card to lead off the game. A 6-1 is a ground out to second base. So ground ball to second base will kick off the game, and there's one away here in the top of the first. Anthony Sanderson now coming up. Sanderson not having as good as a season as you would think. He's only a .226 hitter. He does have a .335 on base percentage, so he does get on base. He's got 12 stolen bases, 6 home runs. He does lead the team with 28 runs scored. So righty versus righty, it's +1 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. Lamaria 6-2 is going to be a flyout to center. 2 away. Simon Barkley now coming up. Barkley is a 258 hitter, and is righty versus righty -2, and that's going to be a batter's card for Barkley. 9-6, red 9, blue 6 is a walk, so we have our first base runner of the game. He's a 3-speed. I think we'll be staying there as we have the cleanup hitter, Damian Shipley, coming up. Shipley does have 5 home runs on the season. He is leading the team with 32 RBIs as he's a 272 batter. Lefty versus righty here. It's going to be +2 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Shipley. He's got 8 home runs on this card. He does not hit one. And it's going to be a fly out for the final out of the top of the first as he flies out to center. Now we head over to the Bulls and the bottom of the first. Paul Moody will be leading off. It's going to be righty versus lefty, left-handed pitcher. Moody is a 245 hitter, 5 stolen bases. He does have a 367 slugging percentage out of the leadoff hole with 2 triples and 3 home runs. He does have 10 doubles, leading the team in that category. So the right-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher, it's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card for Sayers. 7-3 is a flyout. Flyout goes to center. Center field getting a lot of work so far in this game. Leroy Ramey now coming up, left fielder. It's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. We have a 10-8, blue 10, red 8 is going to be a base hit. So Ramey is aboard with a single, and Ramey, a 250 hitter, will increase that batting average as Dave Bryant walks up. One of the 2 big bats for the Bulls. Bryant does have 8 home runs on the season, 29 RBIs as he's batting .302. It's going to be +2 on the roll. That's going to go up to a batter's card for Bryant. 9-4, blue 9, red 4 is going to be a ground ball. We have a chance at a double play here. That ground ball is going to go to third base. Slattery over there is a 3. A 3 on Ramey. We have a 30% chance of making it to second. We do not. He's cut down 5-4, and the second baseman Prince is a 3. And we have a 30% chance of Bryant beating it out, and he does not. So 6-4-3 will end the bottom of the first. And now we head back over to the top of the second. Mitchell Lawson leading off. Lawson, our right fielder, he is a 276 hitter, only 1 home run on the season, and he will be facing off against Lamara here. Lefty versus righty, it's going to be a +1. That is a batter's card for Lawson. 4-2 is going to be a strikeout. I'll bring up Trevor Prince. Prince, a 266 hitter, not playing too poorly. He is a shortstop overall. He's playing second base today, so he's in his secondary position as well. That's going to be a -2 on the roll. It's going to be a pitcher's card. 9-7, blue 9, red 7 is a base hit. Prince is aboard with 1 away. Brings up the catcher, Ernest Reddington. Reddington hitting .314 since coming up from the minors. That's 27 hits and 86 at-bats. He has a .410 on-base percentage, so he's played quite well since coming up. He is a switch hitter, so it'll be a +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. 6-5 is a walk, so he is aboard. We now have first and second, 1 away. Jeff Slattery coming up. Slattery is a 214 hitter. The Makos is only batting .255 overall on the season. So we'll see if they can increase that number here. -1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Slattery. 9-8, blue 9, red 8 is a base hit. And only 1 away. Prince will move over to third. We have bases loaded now with 1 away, and Adrian Frazier coming to the plate. Frazier, a right-handed batter. It's going to be -1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Frazier. 1-1 is a strikeout, cut down, 2 away. I'll bring back up the top of the order. Ish Braddock 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base. +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Braddock. 7-1 is a walk as Lamera walks in the first run of the game. Prince jogs down the third base line, scoring. Everybody else moves up 1 base. And that's going to bring up Anthony Sanderson with the bases loaded and 2 away. Not having a great season, but still a dangerous batter. +1 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 8-4. Sanderson does not come through. That is a ground out to third base to end the threat. We head back over now to the bottom of the second as Sayers will go up against Pancho Carmona. Carmona, another big bat in the Bulls lineup, 8 home runs, 254 batting average. He does lead the team with 30 RBIs. Right-handed batter, it's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Carmona. 5-5 is a pop-out. Pop-out will go to shortstop. That's going to bring up Valencia, the catcher. Valencia, pretty good, solid defender, but he's only batting .191. He does have 4 home runs, so he does have a little bit of pop. Lefty versus lefty, -2. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 9-2 is a ground out to shortstop. Arispe coming up. Arispe is a 182 hitter, so the Bulls only hitting .254 as a team overall for the season. Not that great. So we'll see if they can get some hits in this game. I'd say righty versus lefty here. It's going to be equal roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Arispe. 8-3 is a ground out. That ground out is going to go to first base as Shipley will take it himself. Back over now to the Makos and the top of the third. Barkley will be leading off. Righty versus righty, it's going to be -2. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 8-4 is a base hit. So Barkley on for the second time. He reached on a walk in the first inning, and that's going to bring up Shipley with nobody out and 1 on base. Shipley, left-handed batter. It's going to be +2 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Shipley. 4-3 is a strikeout. Lamera gets him. 1 away. Lawson now coming to the plate. Lawson 0 for 1 with a strikeout last inning. It's going to be a +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Lawson. 6-1 is a possible error. We're going to roll on that same matrix. 8-7 is a single. See where that single goes. That single goes to left field. Leroy Ramey. We're going to roll on his primary position chart. See if it gets an error. That's a 1. It is a 2-base error. That's going to be rough. That's going to be a base hit. Lawson is going to end up at third, and that means Barkley is going to come around to score on the error by Ramey. Ramey gets the ball, throws it away, misses the cutoff man completely, and runners advance 2 bases. Trevor Prince now up as Makos pull ahead 2-0 now. It's going to be -2 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 10-2 is a line out. Possible double up if we get the line out over at third. We roll a 6. The line out is at short, so no chance at the double up here. Reddington now up. He is 0 for 0 as he took a walk in the second inning. He is a switch hitter. It's going to be +1, and that's a batter's card for Reddington. 7-5 is another walk. So his second walk of the game is going to put runners at first and third with 2 away, and Slattery coming up. Right-handed batter, it's going to be +1. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 7-2 is a flyout. So Lamera will get out of the inning as Slattery flies out to right. And we head back over now to the bottom of the third as Carl Phelps will be leading off the inning. Phelps is a .271 hitter. He does have 7 home runs. That's good for second, as Ramey, Bryant, and Carmona are all tied with 8 for team lead. Phelps is a switch hitter, so he will be batting right-handed. It's going to be equal on the roll. That is a pitcher's card. 10-9. Red 10, blue 9 is a -3 possible home run. Phelps is a 5. That's a +2 on a roll. We roll at 8. That is a home run for Phelps. And the Bulls get one on the board as they now trail only by 1. And Phelps now has his 8th home run on the season. And there are 4 players tied at the front of the Bulls' lead for home runs with 8. Gallimore now coming up, right-handed batter. It is an equal roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Gallimore. 9-3 is a ground ball. And that is going to be a 6-3 for the first out of the inning. Chris Lane now coming up, playing short today. Left-handed batter, it's going to be -2. That's going to be a batter's card for Lane. 10-6 is a base hit. Lane is aboard with 1 away as we go back up to the top of the order. And Paul Moody. Moody 0 for 1, flew out to center. Right-handed batter, it's going to be +1. That's going to be a pitcher's card on Sayers. 8-6 is a flyout. Flyout goes to left. 2 away now. Lane still on first base. Leroy Ramey up. He went 1 for 1 with that single in the first. And we have a +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Ramey. 2-2 though is a strikeout. Cuts him down. But the damage is done as Phelps gets the home run. And the Makos are now only up by 1 with a score of 2-1 going into the top of the 4th. Adrian Frazier will be leading off here. Lamara still in the ball game. And it's righty versus righty -1. That's going to be a batter's card for Frazier. 7-3 is a ground out. Ground out to short. 6-3. First out of the inning. Back to the top of the order now. And Braddock. Braddock 0 for 1. He did have a walk and RBI in the second inning. +1 on the roll. Pitcher's card. 10-9. Blue 10, red 9 is a double. So Braddock reaches second safely on the double, and there is a man in scoring position as Anthony Sanderson comes to the plate. See if Sanderson can do something here. +1 on the roll. It's going to be a pitcher's card for Lamara. 5-4 is a ground out. He at least advanced the runner. The ground out goes to shortstop. He does not. 2 away, man on second. And Simon Barkley coming up. Barkley 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Run scored. Right-handed batter's going to be -2. That's going to be a batter's card for Barkley. 10-2 is a flyout. That will end the inning as he flies out to right. Heading now to the bottom of the 4th. And Dave Bryant leading off. Bryant, right-handed batter. It's going to be a +2 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Bryant. 4-1 is a strikeout. That's going to bring up the other big bat, Pancho Carmona. Carmona popped out the short in his first at bat. It's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 8-5 is a ground out. Ground out goes to third. 5-3, and that's going to be the second out of the ball game, bringing up second out of the inning, bringing up Octavio Valencia. Left-handed batter, -2 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 9-1 is a flyout. Flyout to right. 3 away, and we go now to the top of the 5th. Lamaria, though, is a 4 stamina. That means we need to roll on his first inning past his max. We'll roll 1 die here. We roll a 3, which is no change. That's good news, as Boston's bullpen is a little tired, so a little thin. And that's going to bring up Damian Shipley to lead off the top of the 5th. And it's going to be +2 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Shipley. 10-9, blue 10, red 9 is a home run. And that is going to be the 3rd run of the game for the Makos, meaning we have to roll on the poise chart for Lamera as Shipley just knocks his 6th home run of the season. We're going to take 1 die now and roll on the sad face chart. This is not looking like a good column for Lamera. We roll 1, which is a -1. He goes down to a 2-3 now, as Mitchell Lawson will be the next batter. Lawson, a left-handed batter. It's going to be +2 now. That's going to be a pitcher's card, though. 8-5 is a flyout. Oh, lost my die. Flyout goes to right, 1 away. Trevor Prince now the batter. Prince 1 for 2 with a run scored. It's going to be -1. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 4-1 is a strikeout. Reddington now up 2 walks. Has been on base every single time at bat. He is a switch hitter. It's going to be +2 now. That's going to be a batter's card for Reddington. 6-4 is a pop out. So it gets a little bit of wood on the ball, but not enough as he pops out to the pitcher for the last out of the inning. And we're going to go over now to the bottom of the 5th as the Makos put another run on the board with the big blast by Damian Shipley. That's going to bring up Jamie Arispe. Designated hitter, he is 0 for 1, grounded out to first. It is a equal roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 2-1 is a strikeout. Phelps, who hit that home run off the pitcher's card back in the 3rd, he is 1 for 1. Switch hitter, it's going to be equal roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Phelps. 1-1 is a strikeout. 2 strikeouts now. If we get another one, we get an automatic increase, and also that would give us 2 consecutive 1-2-3 innings. We get to roll as well on Sayers' card. So Gallimore up, right-handed batter. It's going to be equal roll. That is a batter's card. Looking for a K here. 2-2, and we get it. We get the strikeout. Jerome Sayers automatically gets an increase here, and because it's 2 consecutive, we get to roll on his happy face column poise, although it's only 20% chance there. We roll an 8. We do not get that one, but we do get 1 increase. He is now a 5-3. 5-3 on his pitching stats, his ratings. And we're going to go over now to the top of the 6th. Lamera, now his 2nd inning passed. We only have a 30% chance he's going to come out. 30% chance he won't take an increase. And 20% that he will have to come out. We're going to go ahead and roll because, as I mentioned, the Bulls' bullpen is a little thin at the moment. We roll 1 die. We roll a 10 as a -1. That is now a 1-2 on his ratings. And we're going to see if he can get through this inning. Slattery now coming to the plate. He is 1 for 2. It's going to be a +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Slattery. 8-3 is a walk. So Lamera not starting off the inning very good. See what happens here. Adrian Frazier. The arms are getting ready in the pen, I could tell you that. It is a +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Frazier. 4-3 is a pop out, so we do get the first out of the inning here. Pop out will go to 2nd. And we go back to the top of the order with 1 away and 1 on. Braddock, 1 for 2 with a double, walk and an RBI. It's going to be +3 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Braddock. 10-3 is a situation. I'm going to have to get my book for that. This is my league book. And we'll go over to our situation matrix. We'll roll 2 die. We have a 7-5. It's on the catcher. one die to see what the situation is. We roll a 5. Catcher mixed up signals with the pitcher and has trouble picking up the pitch. If defense plus roll is greater than 7, catcher is credited with a pass ball and all runners advance 1 base. We do have a man on, so we're going to have to do this. Catcher, his defense is a 3, a -3 to the roll. And it is below, so there is no passed ball. We don't have to worry about that. And because there was a conclusion to that, we will just roll all over off of the confrontation roll. So left-handed batter is going to be +2. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 8-9 is a double. Second double of the game. Slattery gets over to third. We have second and third, 1 away. And now steps up Anthony Sanderson. Let's see if he can do something now. Right-handed batter is +3 on the roll. That's going to be a big-time batter's card. Let's see what happens. 4-1, nothing. A strikeout. 2 away. That's going to bring up Barkley now. That's going to be a equal roll. We have a batter's card for Barkley. 10-7 is a walk. That's going to put men on all bases. 2 outs. And Damian Shipley coming to the plate. This is a big at-bat here. Lamara needs to get this out to get out of the inning. If not, he's most likely coming out of the game. It is a left-handed batter. It's +4 on a roll. That's going to go up to a batter's card. 8-9 is a double. Shipley coming through with a big 2-out double. Slattery comes around to score. Braddock comes around to score. Barkley is going to head to third. We're going to see where the double goes. He has a chance at going. It goes to left. The left fielder's arm is a 4. Barkley coming home has a 40% chance. You know what? He ran through the signal and he's trying to go as well. He rolls an 8 and he scores. Shipley ends up at third on the throw. That is a 3 RBI double. We have to roll on Lamara. We get a 5. He gets a negative. That means he needs to come out of the game regardless of whether I wanted to or not. And the Makos are now up 6-1. Let's see who we have available in the pen for Boston. Need somebody who can go a few innings here. Ortiz is not available. Knight pitched last game. Salas is available. Or we have a rookie Fink, which at this point probably makes most sense. So Matt Fink, who came up from the farm system, is going to get the call out of the pen as Shipley knocks Lamara out of the game with a big 2-out double. Mitchell Lawson now coming up. Fink is a right-handed pitcher, 2-3, and he can go 4 innings, so he can go through the rest of the game if he has to. Not a great back of the card there, as Boston is in trouble. Left-handed batter for Lawson. It's going to be +2 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 8-8 is another double. That's going to score Shipley. As the trauma continues here in the top of the 6th. And that's going to bring up Trevor Prince, who's 1 for 3. Prince, a right-handed batter. It's going to be -1. That is a batter's card for Prince. 8-7 is a single. It continues. 2 away. That means Lawson is going to score. And the Makos have now put up 5 runs in this inning alone, bringing up Ernest Reddington. Switch hitter. It's going to be +2 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. 5-4 And they get out of it as Redditon pops out for the second time in the game, this time to second base. But the damage is done. Lemare is knocked out of the game as the Makos score 5 in the top of the 6th and now hold a strong 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-1 lead. That's going to bring up Lane. And we're going into the bottom of the 6th, which means we now have to roll because Sayers has met his max stamina. Going to roll on 1 inning here. We roll a 2 is a -1, but he did have that increase, so he is actually just back to normal at a 4-2. Chris Lane 1 for 1 with a single. Left-handed batter, it's going to be -2. It's going to be a batter's card. 2-2 is a strikeout, so now 4 strikeouts in a row for Sayers. Back to the top of the order. Moody, right-handed batter, it's going to be +1. It's going to be a batter's card. 4-4. Can we get another K? Nope, just missed. That's a pop out to second base. Now, if Sayers gets this out, that will be 3 consecutive 1-2-3 innings. Excuse me, and that would be an automatic increase as well. Leroy Ramey, 1 for 2 in the game, right-handed batter. It's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. A 10-2 is a line out. Sayers does get the automatic increase as Ramey lines out the second to end the frame. And Sayers is now back to a 5-3. We will need to roll when he comes back out for the next inning, though, so that increase is pretty important, actually. All right, so now we go to the top of the 7th, and we're going to have Jeff Slattery coming up. Slattery, a right-handed batter. It's going to be equal on the roll. Pitcher's card. 10-1 is a ground out to third base to start off the inning. 1 away. Adrian Frazier now up. Right-handed batter, it's going to be equal. That's going to be a batter's card. 6-5 is a line out. Line out goes to short. Now we go to the top of the order. Ish Braddock, he has 2 doubles so far in the game. Left-handed batter is going to be +2. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 8-6 is a base hit. So Braddock's good game continues as he reaches for the 4th time in the game, his 3rd hit. That's going to bring up Sanderson, who is now 0 for 4 in the game. Let's see if he can get some bat on the ball here. Right-handed batter, he's going to be a +2. That's going to be a batter's card. 9-6, red 9, blue 6 is a ground out, and that is going to end the inning as Sanderson's troubles continue. 6-3. So now we head back over to the bottom of the 7th. Bryant leading off. We do need to roll on a 2nd inning past his stamina on Sayers. And we roll a 1, which is no change. So Sayers continues to be a 5-3 now against Bryant, as this Bulls offense is having trouble getting bat on ball this game. So he is a left-handed pitcher. It's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Bryant. 10-9. We have another home run. Bryant takes the team lead with his 9th bomb overall, and that breaks up the streak of consecutive innings with 1, 2, 3 for Sayers as the Bulls get their 2nd run of the game, their 2nd solo shot, this time by Dave Bryant. That's going to bring up Carmona. Carmona 0 for 2. Right-handed batter, it's going to be equal. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 8-6 is a base hit, so Carmona reaches as the Bulls offense might be waking up here. Valencia coming to the plate now. Left-handed batter, -3. It's going to be a pitcher's card. 7-1 is a ground out. Possible double play now. Ground out goes to second base. Prince is a 3. Carmona, we only have a possible 10% chance of beating that one out. We do not. He is wiped clean at second base. 4-6, and the shortstop is a 2, trying to get Valencia. 40% chance Valencia makes this. We roll 1, he does not. 4-6-3 for the second out of the game, or of the inning. Arispe coming up now. Right-handed batter, it's going to be -1. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 4-1 is a strikeout, so a home run gets a run on the board, but Sayers gets out of the inning with no further damage. And we head back over now to the top of the 8th and the Makos as their offense continues to roll. Fink is good. We do not need to roll on him yet. Barkley leading off the frame. Right-handed batter's going to be -1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. 10-9. Red 10, blue 9 is a home run. Barkley getting in on the act for the power as he hits a solo shot to lead off the 8th. And just when the Bulls got one, the Makos take it right back as they now lead 9-2. That's going to bring up Shipley, who has a home run and a double already. 4 RBIs in the game, 2 runs scored. It's going to be +3 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Shipley. 10-8, red 10, blue 8 is a double. Second double of the game. Maui continues to pound this Bulls pitching. Mitchell Lawson coming up now. He is 2 for 4 with a double and a single. 1 RBI and a run scored. Left-handed batter, it's going to be +2 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 3-2 is a strikeout. 1 away, man on second. Trevor Prince coming to the plate. It is a -1. That's going to be a batter's card for Prince. 10-2 is a flyout as the flyout goes to center. Ernest Reddington now coming to the plate. Trying to keep this inning alive. Man on second, 2 away. Switch hitter, he is going to be +2 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Reddington. 5-4 is a ground out. And I'll end the inning as he grounds out to short. But they do get one more on the board. Makos now lead the Bulls 9-2 on that solo shot by Simon Barkley. And we head back over now to the Bulls as they try to get a little bit more offense and try to make this game a little bit closer. Carl Phelps coming up. He did hit a solo shot in the bottom of the 3rd. Switch hitter. It's going to be +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Phelps. 7-2 is a ground out to second base. Gallimore now up. He's 0 for 2 with a K. It's going to be -1. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 7-5 is a ground out to third. I did forget to roll on Gallimore. We're going to go ahead and do that. He's 3 past, and it's a 3. It's no change, so that wouldn't have made a difference anyway. Chris Lane now coming up. Left-handed batter, it's -3. That's going to be a pitcher's card. 8-7 is a walk, so we do get a man on with 2 away, heading back to the top of the order, and Paul Moody. Moody 0 for 3. It's going to be equal roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Moody. 7-7 is a base hit, so Moody reaches. Lane is going to head to third. We can risk it, but at this point, we're going to just try to keep the rally going. Ramey is up. He's 1 for 3. It's going to be equal roll. It's a pitcher's card, though. 7-5 is a flyout. That's going to end the inning. Flyout to left. Heading back over now to the Makos. See if they can keep this offense rolling. Matt Fink still on the mound. Slattery coming to the plate. Slattery is 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Right-handed batter is going to be equal on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card. 10-1 is a possible error. 9-8, possible error on a double. This could be trouble as well. That is going to go to right field. Dave Bryant is in right. We're going to be rolling on his primary position. Not a great looking chart there. We roll a 2. It's a 1 base error. So after a double, Bryant throws it away and Slattery ends up at third. And nobody away. Frazier coming to the plate. Frazier, right-handed batter. It's going to be equal. It's going to be a batter's card. 9-3 is a ground ball. Ground ball goes to short. That's going to get the run in. 6-3. As Slattery will cross the plate. So now at score 10-2, and Ish Braddock coming up. He is 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, a run scored, and an RBI. And he is a left-handed batter. It's going to be +2. That's going to be a batter's card for Braddock. Lost my die. 2-1 on the batter's card is a strikeout. Sanderson now coming up. The only... Well, no, there's one of 3 batters to not have a hit so far in this game, as the Makos are leading 10-2. It is going to be a +2 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Sanderson. Can he get into this game? 10-10, home run. Easy home run there, as Sanderson finally contributes, and the Makos now take an 11-2 lead. The Makos bats have hit 3 home runs and like 6 doubles in this game. Makos are rolling. That is the 4th run now off of the pitcher. We are going to need to roll on Fink on his poise chart. 4, it is no change. Fink at this point just staying in the game to take the beating. Not worth bringing in another pitcher and hurting their fatigue. So Barkley now coming to the plate. It is a -1. That's going to be a pitcher's card for Fink. 10-3 is a ground out to third base. That is the last out of the inning. We head down to the bottom of the 9th with a Maui Makos lead of 10-2. Sayers, we might try. He's a 5-3. We're going to try for a complete game here. He is 1, 2, 3 going into his 4th inning past. We roll 1 die. We roll a 6, and it's a -1. So that puts him down to a 4-2, which is his normal ratings. He is coming up against the heart of the order here. So he'll have a short leash, but we'll see if we can get him through. So left-handed pitcher, it's going to be +2 on Bryant's roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Bryant. 6-4 is a strikeout. So Sayers starts it off good. Carmona now coming to the plate. He's 1 for 3. It's going to be a +1 on the roll. That's going to be a batter's card for Carmona. 3-2 is a strikeout. Sayers wants to be in this ball game, wants the complete game, and wants this 3rd K of the inning if he can get it. It's going to be a -2 on the roll. That's going to be a pitcher's card for Sayers. 10-8 is a double. Valencia injecting a little life into this Bulls lineup as they're down to their last out. Arispe now coming up. Right-handed batter. It's going to be equal roll. It's going to be a batter's card for Arispe. 7-9. Blue 7, red 9 is a base hit. Valencia ends up at third. 1st and 3rd. Phelps now up. Bulls trying to make it as interesting as they can. It's going to be equal roll. It's going to be a pitcher's card on Sayers. 4-1. He cuts him down for his 3rd strikeout of the inning to end the game, as the Makos win this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-2. 5 home runs hit in this game. I'd say the player of the game here is going to be Shipley. Shipley, a home run, a double, 2 doubles actually, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Sayers also pitched a phenomenal game. We'll go ahead and do his stuff here. Slide these guys over. Sayers gets a win. Complete game. Pitched 9 innings. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. 2 runs, both earned. As far as walks go, he issued just 1 walk while striking out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 batters. I think that's a season high for him. Total batters faced 9, 18, 27, 34, and allowed 2 home runs. On the Bulls side, Lamaria gets saddled with the loss. Fink gets a no decision. Innings pitched for Lamaria. He went 5 2/3, giving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits, allowing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs, while walking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts. 9, 18, 27, 31 batters faced, and he allowed 1 home run. Fink allowed 2 home runs, I believe. Yep, 2 home runs. He pitched 3 1/3, allowing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, 5 runs. They were all earned. Walks. Did not issue a walk. He struck out 2. He faced 9, 14, 17 batters. So that's the ball game here. We're going to go ahead and do some of our final stat tracking as Damian Shipley leads the way, going 3 for 5, 2 doubles, a home run, 4 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. We're going to go ahead and put our pitching together. Everybody's going to get knocked off 1 game here. Horsford comes back, Ortiz comes back, McGregor gets 1 off, Edwards 1 off, Salas and Ledesma were already back, Herta, Knight, and Morin. Morin comes back. And for the Bulls, Lamaria, he had 1 during the game. He pitched 5, so he goes in as 3. And then Fink, 1 for the appearance, 1 for the innings, and he did not take any hits during the game. So that's the Bulls fatigue chart. We're going to go ahead and put Fink back in. Tough game for the rookie. We'll put this back here. And we'll head over to the Makos. They're going to be an easy one. As Sayers gets the complete game, he'll be the only one entered in the book. Everybody else is going to get 1 day off as Heald comes back. Hoobs and Sayers will take 3, 6, 9, 3 innings, nothing during the game, and 4 going into the book as he gets 1 for the appearance. Do the win-loss here as they defeat the Bulls 11-2. Put the score sheet in the back there. I forgot to put the pitcher back. So that is your ball game. I'm going to mark in the loss for the Bulls here as they lost 11-2. I do appreciate you guys spending your time with me. That was a fun offensive game there. A lot of home runs, which is always fun and exciting. I had 1 off of the pitcher's card with Phelps. So I hope you guys enjoyed the game between the Bulls and the Makos. If you can, please, as always, hit a thumbs up, leave a comment. All of it helps these videos gain traction. And we will see you next time for another game out of the CBA. I hope maybe we'll try and get some of these first place teams, second place teams. So exciting season so far, and I'm hoping you're enjoying it. Thanks for joining me. Bye.